Hello beautiful people, so just a little update. We are out, so stay tuned for the next video. Yeah, still not 100% at all, probably still only about 50%. Went to the hospital. They did a full check on my eye. They had a little machine which fired like a little punching ball at your eyeball to test the pressure and variable other torture devices. But at the end of the day, my eye was absolutely fine. By the time I got there, the pupil dilation was only about 1 mil difference, and it was reacting quite well to the light. The doctor still wasn't happy with what they said, basically. So I went to the doctor the next day and had a full neurological workup with my movements and things like that, and that was absolutely fine. Although when they shone the light in my eye was sort of slowing. It was sort of like a woo woo before it sort of retracted. Which was really peculiar. So they told me to head on, because my neurological exam came fine, just to keep an eye out for any sort of other symptoms, and the symptoms being headaches, drooping of the face and things like that. So the next morning I woke up and my vision went really like when you daydream or you're just drifting off, like your sort of focus goes and it almost ends up just a bit blurry, and I just couldn't focus on anything at all. It was really, really weird, and I was just like, oh, this doesn't feel good. And so I'd blink and then the image was clear, and then especially if I was focusing on an item, it was just like I was going into a sleep or into sort of hypnosis or something. It was really, really weird. So I contacted my GP, who recommended I contact the eye surgery again. Eye surgery didn't answer, so I thought, you know what? Well, actually, no, sorry. Yeah, so they didn't answer. I sat there for a little bit longer, and it got to about 1 p.m, and I just had a pounding headache. I got really dizzy, almost like, you know, when you stand up and you sort of just lose your balance and your head sort of spins. It's not spins, but you just go a bit dizzy. I'm like that now, and I have been like that for well over 24 hours now. And so I went into A&E again and sat there for 4 hours while going through various tests. They took bloods just in case there was an infection, and they eventually took me through to a brain scan, which is absolutely clear, so I'm really happy with that. I mean, fingers crossed the bloods come back and say you got a little infection, so it doesn't look like I'm skiving off already. Because that's the problem. Like when you work in care, like you have to, like, you can't just leave. You have a duty of care to that person. And like, if I was, it's really weird. I said to my boss, who was like, a bit defensive about it, and I was just like, look, if I had a stroke right now, not right now, like on shift with the gentleman, like, what happens? And she was like, well, I don't know. I was like, well, exactly. And she was like, yes, but anyone can have a stroke. And I was like, yeah, but people aren't showing signs of having a stroke. It was really, really horrible. But all's fine. And yeah, thank you all so much for all your support. Love you all. Cheers now.